is charm. It looks like my volume is working. So now it's just a question of if it will stay, if everything will stay working for me. And I think what I'll do is I'll all my windows. So my computer's trying. So see if that. Okay, Gina, hopefully three's a charm. So back to what we were, or maybe I'll wait a second so that people can get on. So Gina, did you see the drawers that Steven's working on? I'm writing his way right now, but there's the first two. And he brought down what the fronts that he's gonna be putting on there. Isn't that cool? So oh, good. So you saw him before. I know Jennifer was checking some other things because I saw her responding to him. But well, we can just continue. So there, and I've got the lemon in there, and I've got the garlic. And hi, Susan P. Hi, Terry. So I'm back to making the hummus. And let me pull my book over here. I've got, okay, so she uses tahini in hers, and I'm just going to use, it'll only be like 100 extra calories for the whole. So this is double recipe, so I'll use 200. Work just as well. Give it a little bit of flavor. And I could even try doing it with Jesse. Yes, these drawers are built by a man. So they're going to be beautiful. It's tamari in it, but I figure I just don't use salt. And then love. So she only puts a half a teaspoon of cumin, but I'm going to put more than that. Oh, now I'm back. My connection's unstable, so I must be freezing again. Let me know, you guys. There just must be a lot of people on right now. Can somebody write me? Oh, fine at the moment. Okay, we'll keep going. So, and then a couple of squirts of hot sauce. So I make my own hot sauce. I make the How Not to Die hot sauce from Dr. Greger, and I love it. So we'll do a couple of squirts. She says 2 squirts, so since I have a double recipe, I'm using 4. Oh, I'm not buffering. Okay. And then the aquafaba. So I'm going to mix this a little bit, and then I'll add the aquafaba too. So let me just turn it on a little bit. And this is what she did in her video. So let it turn, and then you can start adding the aquafaba to get the consistency that you want. Oh, sorry, you guys. And then I can scrape down the sides. So I'll get my spatula and scrape it down a little bit. Some of the seeds came up, so I'll do it some more to get those to blend in there. Even if the seeds didn't grind, it's just nice to get it. They're tasty just on their own. They don't need to be all ground up. more here. There, that grabs them. Okay. So now, I don't know if you can see the consistency there, but it's, kind of chewy right now. So I'll go ahead and add. This is all the aquafaba from the beans that I cooked this morning. So I don't know, that's probably about a quarter cup, would you say, that I added? Oh yeah, that makes a huge difference. All right. So let's see here. Well, that's pretty good. Let me grab something to dip. I got a carrot. Ta-da! Who wants to join me? You watch Jane and Ann? Me too, Stephanie. Those two are such a delight, aren't they? Okay. Process longer for less thick. I like this consistency because I usually take it on bike rides and I use it to dip vegetables. So I think that'll do it. You can use this aquafaba to make creamies. If you need liquid and you don't want to use water, I've used it and it's fine. You can also freeze it in ice cube trays and use it for things later. So that's the hummus. It's so easy, isn't it? Instead of the tahini, I just add a few sesame seeds. A tablespoon of sesame seeds is 55 calories. So I am at goal weight. And so once in a while, I'll use, actually, this is the first time I've done this, probably, well, definitely this year. So I don't do it often, but when I start bike riding, I need a few more calories. So I use sesame seeds. You can just leave them out too. Yeah, Stephanie, I made my chickpeas in the Instapot this morning. I soaked them. I got them out last night, soaked them overnight, and then just cooked them this morning. Yeah, Jesse, I agree with you. You can either just leave them out, depending on where you are in your weight loss journey. If you're trying to lose that last 10 pounds, then probably not a good idea. All right, so now, next thing is the butterscotch pudding. So I had these sweet potatoes. That I roasted, and they were sitting there in the refrigerator wanting some attention. So who am I to deny them, right? So we love this butterscotch pudding that Chef AJ makes. What does soaking do for the chickpeas? I don't know, Stephanie. I don't know, but I wanted them this morning, and so a lot of times I don't think ahead, and so I don't soak the beans. And I just was thinking, I was watching Jane and Ann, and I thought, I want to make that hummus because I knew I was going to ride this next week because it was warming up. I mean, Suzanne is out there right now, all bundled up with Ron, with her hubby, and riding, and she's such a brave soul. But not me. I'll wait until the temperature's up in the 50s. So when I go start writing, I need a little bit more. So that's why I put some sesame seeds in there. Or, oh, we're talking about soaking. I'm sorry. My brain flips around. Yeah, I don't know why we soak. I mean, apparently, if you let things sprout a little bit, they're more live food. So, but I didn't let them sprout. I just soaked them overnight and stuck on the pot. Do you know Jesse? If anybody knows Jesse, you'll know. Oh, yeah, that's true. I've heard that it decreases the gassiness. Steve and I don't, we fart freely. We're a farting family. Now, these bananas are pretty small, so I'm using 3. The recipe calls for 2 large ripe bananas. So this is what I'm doing. And if you watch Chef A do it, she does the bananas first to get things, some fluid in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm just going to not turn the volume off because I don't want it to disappear again. So could you turn down your volume for a second if you want to. If you don't want to hear this thing going. Well, first I better plug it in. All right. This will work better. Kind of important to do that first because I've tried to do it without doing the bananas first, and it was really hard to get the sweet potato going. But all I did is I just poured a little plant milk in it, and that got things moving. So Jesse's saying you can make falafel from raw chickpeas that are soaked for 24 hours before baking. You can. No cooking of the chickpeas at all before the falafel patties are baked. Oh, that's interesting. I've never made falafel. Stephanie, butterscotch pudding was your go-to growing up? Oh man, it's so good. Jesse, you're a farting family too. I hope it's okay on YouTube to say fart. I could get in trouble, huh? Sooner or later, I suppose I will, but okay. So we got some nice, juicy banana in there. Dylan makes a good falafel. Ooh, I'll have to watch. That sounds good. All right, and I got 3 cups of roasted sweet potato here. And I took one of my vanilla pods and scraped it out, and that's how much I got. So I'm just going to use what I got there. They say on the package that each pod is worth a tablespoon of vanilla, but I usually get about a quarter of a teaspoon out of one. But I imagine that it's just strong. I don't know. If anybody knows, Jesse, do you know? What do they mean by that? Because they don't come anywhere near a tablespoon of vanilla powder in measurement. So are they just saying that comparably it'll be like that? Okay, and then pumpkin pie spice, a half a tablespoon. Oh, I thought it was teaspoon. Okay, so I got a half a tablespoon. There we go. And you just blend. And that makes us some pudding. Oh boy. This is so good. Something so simple. That blends a lot easier. You know how it all goes, when it's doing what it's supposed to do. Let's see this. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Jeez. That is beautiful. Yeah, actually, okay, so Gina's asking, do I usually purposely use regular sweet potatoes? Well, that's what she calls for in her Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss. She says to use the orange yams. Let's see. Somewhere here. Well, somewhere she says use the orange ones, but I don't see it right now. For the color. But I'll bet you any of them, do you make it using something else? And does it come out just fine? Does it come out better? Yeah, pumpkin pie spice is just, what is it? A combination of cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, clove. Oh, YouTube filters. Oh, thanks, Gina. Okay, so that, I don't, another thing I gotta get, I don't have any dessert containers. I just put things in whatever I can find. So, boring. But the pudding will be delicious. So that's what I'm making today. Tomorrow morning, I'll make, let's see, what was that called? It's the soup with farro in the Woman Warrior book, because we're having a pre-St. Patrick's Day potluck tomorrow. And it'll all be vegan. And then next weekend, I've got the pod potluck. So that's going to be fun. And I've actually went down to the United Way in Bremerton and asked if we could use the United Way building, because we use that for our bicycle meetings. And they said, sure. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to do a demonstration. I should demonstrate this. Maybe I will, but I know I'm going to demonstrate compliant ketchup, because everybody who's trying to switch over should have a compliant ketchup recipe. And that one is in Chef AJ's book too. So, look, Steven.
What is that, dude?
We got butterscotch pudding.
Ooh.
And we got hummus too.
Wow, we're all set.
We are. We got it going. Wow, Jesse, you haven't opened your jar of vanilla powder yet? I go through stages, but since the reboot, when I started making desserts, because I was doing all the recipes from the reboot, I've been using more of it. And then this Kick Sugar is also got some recipes in it. So I'm just using more vanilla at the moment. And she's right. Once you switch off of extract to vanilla powder, you can't go back. It just ain't right. Susan P., this compliant ketchup in Chef AJ's book tastes exactly like ketchup to us. So I don't know if you've tried it, but all it is tomato paste, balsamic, and I actually put as much apple cider vinegar as I put balsamic, because then it thins it enough to where you can squirt it out of a squirt container, and some onion, the dried onion flakes. Go somewhere. Oh, that's California garlic. Let me see my onion flakes. Oh, here they are. You know, the dried onion flakes from chopped onion and allspice. And it's so good. It tastes just like ketchup. Stephen even says that. Oh, and Jesse, you make your own mustard horseradish, and I make my own mustard, and I will do that. I'm using up some mustard, the no salt mustard from West Bry. Where's my mustard? I've still got a bunch of this stone ground mustard, but as soon as I use this up, I'll go ahead and make some more mustard. And the mustard recipe I've got is from Lissa, Raw Food Romance. Where's yours from, Jesse? Maybe you could share it with us. You can't bake? Oh. Well, send it to me. It's too bad you live far away because I could bake with it and then give it to you. Give you what I bake. Darn it. Oh, Crocs in the Kitchen has a good ketchup recipe. Well, I'll have to look up theirs too, but I think Chef AJ's compliant ketchup is delicious. But I'll try Croc in the kitchen and I'll compare. That'll be fun. You'd do that with me, wouldn't you, Stephen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So, the hardest part about making butterscotch pudding in the Vitamix is getting it out of the Vitamix. But we're doing it. I just hang in there. So the tree men were back again today, and they only have a few more trees left to do, which is really nice. And I've been putting the free firewood into the next door. This is very sad that we live so far apart. I know, Jesse. Darn it. Because I love baking stuff and making stuff, but Stephen and I can't eat it fast enough. So it'd be fun to have somebody to do it for. Especially these easy desserts. So anyways, like I was saying, I told people on next door, free firewood, and it is almost all gone. There must have been, do you think there were 40 trees out there, Stephen?
Yeah.
There were 40 trees they've been taking down, all planted 20 years ago to be our pain in the butt today. So don't worry, everybody. They're not naturally growing, fir or trees from the area. They're invaders. So we figure it's our responsibility to get them out of there so the next person doesn't end up with it. But they like to grow fast and they like to grow out as far as they grow up. And they grow 40 to 50 feet up. And then they just start getting thicker and thicker and, tougher to get out. So we took the bull by the horns and did it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ah. Yeah, Susan, the my ketchup might not be good for you then because there's a lot of vinegar in it. Yeah, Chef AJ likes the blend text so you can get stuff out. Yeah. But I did pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty persistent. So the Vitamix has got nothing over me. Put some water in it. Oh. Hey, you guys, look at my little kale plants. Aren't they cute? They were kind of wilted when I got them home yesterday, but they just sprung right up, and they're just as cute as can be. But I'm thinking I better wait till April to plant. Is that what you guys would do? Gina, you're asking, will I replace the trees with anything? I would like not to. Or if it is something, it'll be something that can't get out of control by the driveway there. I think maybe some fruit trees, huh, Stephen?
Not fruit trees.
Not fruit trees.
But there's some things. I'd like to put something in there.
Stephen says he'd like to put something in, so he'll come up with something. Me, I pretty much want to focus on growing vegetables and fruit and our food from now on. Stephanie, pretty persistent too. My hubby always passes it over to me to finish scraping out the pitcher. Yeah. Yes, I've got more kale coming, Gina. So Jesse, my mustard horseradish notes are minimal. Peeled and diced horseradish root. Oh, half as much diced unpeeled apple. Apple cider vinegar to get your desired texture, and brown mustard seed blend. Oh. With Lissa, she soaks the brown mustard seed for several days in water. And then she rinses the seed and then adds vinegar. And I think from there, oh, hi, Joyce J. I don't know. I have to get her recipe out. This is what I got for another birthday. So it's plant-based dips and dressings. And let's see where her mustard recipe is. Oh, that's right. She doesn't do it that way. Here's mustard dip, barbecued mustard, sweet miso mustard. Her basic mustard is here, and that's what I like, just the basic mustard. It's got a zip to it and everything. Where are you? All right, she's got a way to find it in the front here. She's got no fat added, low fat, and higher fat. But she pretty much follows a low fat, the raw diet. When I'm making it regularly, I go right to it, but I've been trying to use up. I got a whole box of the other before I found her mustard. I don't see it. Why don't I see it? It's not high in fat. It's because I want to find it for you guys. That's why I can't find it. Figgy Greek. There's so many things that we could make, isn't there? Just goes on and on. And of course, these are all raw. Oh, you know what? Recipe on page 62. I just have to look at one of the mustard recipes, and she starts with the basic recipe. So there it is, that yellow mustard. And she puts in, soak the mustard seeds in water for about 4 hours. Oh, okay. Then you rinse it. You drain them and rinse them, and you add a half a cup or more of apple cider vinegar and marinate in the vinegar for 2 full days. Then you drain the excess apple cider and you blend the seeds with some dates, chili powder, paprika, and turmeric root. And you can add a garlic clove if you want. And you just blend it creamy. And it makes a wonderful mustard. So, I got to catch up with you guys. I think I would have had a more mustardy flavor if I'd soaked the mustard seed ahead of time. And then Susan, I have a vineyard near me in North Carolina. Oh, you're in North Carolina. So I was going to try using the champagne grapes they have to make Dijon. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Joyce J. I've been studying videos by Dr. Elaine Ingham on the soil food web. Oh, the Korean natural farming. Yes, you were telling me about that. So exciting. We're getting a good microscope to analyze our soil biology. That sounds great. Who is ET? And PCRM, aren't they? Oh, extraterrestrial? Last time I tried and used some really hot seeds that never cooled down. A lot depends on the seed color, I believe. Oh, Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. Of course, Jesse. Thanks. Yeah, Neil Barnard. He's great. All right, you guys. That's it for today. Bada ba, bada ba, bada bing. So have a good Saturday, everybody. And I actually will be back tomorrow with the soup. And I'm not sure what time because I like to get all the ingredients out and get everything ready before I get started. So I'll just start. And if you're there, I hope I get to see you. So third time was a charm today. I hope it doesn't take 3 times tomorrow. Take care, you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.